Hello, Genial Gamer Gal here with a video on Nintendo's newest addition to the Switch family, and that is the Nintendo Switch Lite. I'm going to be going over the specs of the Switch Lite and comparing it to the original Nintendo Switch, as well as my thoughts on the system, who I think this is for, and if I think this is worth a pickup, and will I be picking one up as well. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So the Nintendo Switch Lite comes in at a price point of $199.99, while the Nintendo Switch Original comes in at $299.99. And there is a reason why the Nintendo Switch Lite is a little bit cheaper. It is a budget system, and there are some features missing from the Lite that are in the original Nintendo Switch. So let's get down to the specs of the system and find out the differences. Starting with the dimensions of the Switch Lite, it is about a half an inch shorter and a full inch in length shorter as well. The depth is still the same, so it is a little bit smaller, and it also weighs a little bit less, coming in at 0.61 pounds, while the original Nintendo Switch is 0.88 pounds. The Switch Lite has a screen size of 5.5 inches, while the original Switch is 6.2 inches. So it is a little bit smaller. It also is running the same resolution as the original Switch, 1280 by 720. So we heard rumors that there was going to be a 1080p for the Switch Lite, but obviously that was rumors. And honestly, I wasn't expecting a spec bump because this is more like a budget system. So if anything, they would be shaving things down a bit. The processor in the Switch Lite is the same Tegra processor that is in the original Nintendo Switch as well. So nothing really to write home about, pretty much the same specs as far as screen and processor. The battery life does have a slight increase, nothing really to write home about, nothing like a wow factor. And the Switch Lite does come with an AC adapter to charge it. On the Nintendo Switch website, they do tout the battery life of the Switch Lite, comparing it to this original Switch using Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, saying that the battery will last about 4 hours on the Switch Lite and 3 hours on the original Switch. So something to test, I guess. We'll see how it actually holds up. In case you were unaware, the Switch Lite is handheld mode only. So it does not have a kickstand. The Joy-Cons are not detachable, they are attached. The original Nintendo Switch can be plugged into the dock, used with TV mode, tabletop mode because it has a kickstand, and also handheld mode because you can attach and detach those Joy-Cons. And unfortunately, the Switch Lite cannot be docked, as I said earlier. It's handheld mode only. That being said, as far as game compatibility, the Nintendo Switch Lite can be played with all the games that support handheld mode. So you can check to see if the game supports handheld mode. There's a little icon. And really the only game that I have heard so far, there might be a few others really, that cannot be played is 1-2 Switch, which I don't see too many people crying about that. And that is because the Joy-Con controllers do not detach, so it doesn't have HD rumble or the motion camera. It's not on the Switch Lite. However, you can purchase the Joy-Cons separately, which is $70. I really can't see purchasing anything extra for the system because if you do that, you also have to purchase the charging grip, which is $30. Those are all sold separately, so that's $100 you're out of pocket trying to make your Nintendo Switch Lite work with another game. And at that price point, you're back up to the original Nintendo Switch price anyway. So as far as the Nintendo Switch Lite is concerned, I would not buy any extras for this system. It's not worth it. It's a budget system for a reason. That's why it's priced at $199.99. The Switch is priced at $299.99. By the time you're adding all those extras to try and get other games to work, you might as well just buy a regular Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch Lite does come in 3 colors: turquoise, gray, and yellow. The system will be releasing on September 20th, 2019, this year in a couple of months. If you are a patient person, there is a Pokemon Sword and Shield edition coming out on November 8th that has the legendary Pokemon Zacian and Zamazenta on the Nintendo Switch Lite. So what are my thoughts on this system? If you're just getting into gaming, this is a great budget system. I would say this system is made more for people who are always on the go. It's smaller, it's lighter, which makes it easier to travel with you. If you don't need any of those extras such as the dock and tabletop mode and you just play in handheld mode, then this would be a great system for you. Also, I was thinking in terms of kids, $200 is better than paying $300 for a system that, you know, might get a little damaged or broken. Still, I would be careful giving a kid a $200 system. Make sure they know how to take care of it and things and such. I've seen some crazy things falling out of vehicles when kids open the doors, and I can't imagine having a $200 or $300 system falling out. But anyway, it's a budget entry-level system meant for people who are always on the go or just prefer to play in handheld mode and don't need some extra bells and whistles. Now, will I be picking up this system? No, I will not be picking up the system, and it's not because I don't like it, it's because I don't need it. I already have an original Switch, and I hardly take it anywhere as it is, so buying a system that is strictly portable really isn't useful for me. I play my Nintendo Switch most of the time docked, sitting on the couch in front of the TV. Rare occasion I might undock it if my husband's using the TV, but I very rarely go out of the house with my Nintendo Switch, so I can't see me purchasing the Switch Lite version, which is basically a portable system. So what about you all? Will you be picking up a Nintendo Switch Lite? And if you are planning on it, let me know if you already have a Nintendo Switch or if you don't and this is going to be your first system in the Switch family. Alright, that wraps up this video. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit that bell notification button so that you are aware of when I post new videos that are usually Mondays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's an occasion where I do post off schedule, so getting a notification is important. Also, I will be uploading some more Switch game reviews now that I have a proper capture card thanks to my wonderful husband. And to make sure you don't miss them, you do want to make sure you do have your notifications turned on. Also, let me know if you have any Switch games that you would like to see reviewed, and I will start compiling a list. As always, thanks for watching, and have a good one.